Hello, welcome to the channel Maths 1, where we learn the concepts of mathematics in easy and simple way. Today we are going to learn chapter linear equations in two variables. So let's jump into it. So linear equations in two variables. First questions we need to ask, what is the linear equation? So एक linear equation वो equation है which represents a line. So if you look at this x plus 2, one thing which you see is order of this equation is 1. So x raised to the power 1, that's the maximum power we have of the variable in this equation. तो अगर हम ये equation को plot करते हैं ग्राफ में, कार्टेशियन प्लेन में या दूसरे ग्राफ में, हमेशा इसका रिजल्ट आएगा एक स्ट्रेट लाइन. That's the reason this is known as a linear equation. Same ways, if we have y minus root 3 equals to 0, this equation also has the order, maximum order, or the value as 1. So that's why if we plot this line, it will plot this equation on the graph paper, it will be a line. So that's why we call them as linear equation. Now what we have seen in earlier classes, we already have seen these linear equations with one variable, which is like x plus 2 equals to 0. We have seen y minus 3 equals to 0. So these are two linear equations, but these linear equations are with one variable, and we already know it has a unique answer. Like x equals to minus 2 will be the unique answer for the first equation, and x will be equal to plus root 3, that will be the unique answer for this equation, second equation. Now when we say unique answer, it means that there is one and only one solution, so that word, English word for that is unique. So that's how we identify. Now in this chapter, linear equations in two variables, we are going to see the equations which will have two variables into it. For example, it could be x plus y equal to 100. So if you look at this equation, it is linear because the power of this equation is 1, maximum power is 1, and then there are two variables in it. So this is an example of a linear equation in two variables. We will go through that and learn more about it. Now the questions which arises in case of linear equations in two variables, we need to think about it. First of all, does it have a solution? Does it look like to have a solution? Second question is, if it has a solution, is it going to be unique? Will there be only just one and only one solution to this equation? And then we need to see that how it looks like on the Cartesian plane. If we draw in the graph, then how will it look like, the solution? So let's try to understand linear equations in two variables. Let's just take an example. You and your friend, you both are playing cricket and you are batting, and you score a century as a partnership. So we can say run scored by you, we can represent that by letter x. This is one of the variables. Then the runs scored by your friend is y. If we add both of these, we come to a century, which is the century which is scored by both of you. Now since nobody knows how many runs you scored or your friend scored, that's why these are variables, and we just use these letters x and y to represent that variable or that value of the runs which you have scored. Now if we see this letter using x or y, we can use any letter to represent a variable. So these are some of the examples of linear equations in two variables, where in this example we had two variables x and y, which are the runs scored by you and your friend, and then we can have any of the equations like variable a and b. So we can say variable a and b, and this equals to, we can write that as a constant, maybe 0. So that could be one equation. Then we can say t and s as two variables. We can say 5 into t plus 3 into s equals to 40, and same ways this equation. So you see, these are the variables. If you see p, q, t, s, a, b, or x, y. So we can use any of the letters. There isn't any set directions that these are the only two letters we can use as variables. So if you see closely how this is written, linear equations in two variables, तो हम लोग देखते हैं कि एक पैटर्न है. पैटर्न क्या है? a x plus b y plus c equals to 0. तो अगर ध्यान से देखेंगे, so this is the equation, this is the form. where x and y are variables. Second condition is a, b and c are real numbers. And third is a and b both cannot equal to 0. So how does this translate into the linear equation? So we say if an equation is represented in, there are two variables, in this case x and y, and if we represent that equation as capital A x plus capital B y plus c equals to 0, what we are saying, this is a linear equations in two variables, here x and y. If x and y, they both are the variables. Condition 2, a, b and c, all three are real numbers, and then a and b, they both cannot be 0. How does that translate? So for example, let's take this third example. If a and b, they both are 0, so what we are saying, they both are 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, and then c equals to 0. So this equation, c will always be equal to 0. So this equation will not exist. So that's why this condition, they both cannot be 0. If one of them is 0, that is fine. So for example, if a is 0, we say by plus c is 0, that is an equation, linear equation. If say b is 0 but a is not, then we say ax plus c equals to 0. So still it's a linear equation, but they both cannot be 0 at the same time. A, b and c, if we see example over here, so we say, or even here, so we say a, value of a is 1 here, value of b is 1 here, and if 100 comes here, so value of c will be minus 100. So this is how we represent, and this is the example. So when we have this ax plus by plus c, where x, y are variables, a, b, c are real numbers, where a and b both are not 0, is known as linear equation in two variables. So let's look at example number 1, which is given on page 67 to understand linear equations. Question has two parts. First part says we have to represent these equations as ax plus by plus c equals to 0 in this form. And once we have presented it, we have to write the values of a, b and c for all these 4 questions, sub-questions. Just to write those answers, I have created this table. We do not need to create this table. We can just write a, b, c for each and every section. But for our understanding, I have created this, created a table to write the answers for that. So let's look at the first question. ये question क्या है? 2x plus 3y equals to 4.37. Now if you look at ax plus by plus c equals to 0, so this ax, by and c, all these three terms should be on the left hand side, and this should equals to 0 in this form. So what we can write here, we can take 4.37 this side, and then we can equate that to 0. So how do we write that? It implies 2x plus 3y minus 4.37 equals to 0. So if we can subtract minus 4.37 from both the sides, or in other words, if we get 4.37 this side, it will come with a minus or negative side, a sign, and here we'll be left with 0. So this will be the form we will be having in ax plus by plus c terms. So if you look at this first question, it's 2x plus 3y minus 4.37. So value for a for this one is 2, which is coefficient of variable x. Then value of b is coefficient of y, so we write as 3, and then value for c is minus 4.37. So minus 4.37. So these are the values, respective values of a, b, c for question number 1. Let's look at question number 2. It says x minus 4 equals to root 3y. Again, if we want to bring it in the ax plus by plus c form, what we need to do? We need to get it in, or we need to get this y term over here, so that we are left with only 0 at the right hand side. So we say x, and if we bring this root 3y over here, it will come with a negative sign. Root 3y, and then we are left with minus 4 equals to 0. So this will be equation number 2. Now if we look at ax plus by plus c, value of a is 1. So there is nothing written over here, which implies it is 1. Value of a is 1. Value of b, if you look at, it is plus b. So plus b equals to minus 3. So minus root 3, I'm sorry. So b equals to minus root 3 here. So for question number 2, because we are now on question number 2, value of a is 1, value of b is minus root 3, and value of c is minus 4. Now we look at the third question. It says 4x equals to 5x minus 3y. So if we bring 5x minus 3y over here on the left hand side of the equations, we can write this equation as minus 5x plus 3y plus 4 equals to 0. This will be the third equation. Now if you see, looking at the rules of linear equation, if we multiply that, if we multiply this equation on left hand side and right hand side by minus 1, तो अगर minus 1 से multiply करेंगे तो signs of all these terms will change. When I say signs of all these terms will change, it implies if you are writing minus x plus 3y plus 4 equals to 0, if you multiply both the sides by minus 1, it will change into plus 5 minus 3 minus 4 equals to 0. So we can do that because ultimately the answer is 0, but this one is also correct. So in this case now, value of a, b and c will be, value of a is minus 5, value of b is plus 3, we can write 3 as well, value of c is 4 for question 3. Now we look at the final one, which is 2x equals to y. So we can write this equation as 2x minus y. We'll bring y over here, and then we can write that as 0 equals to 0, because we have to represent it in form ax plus by plus c equals to 0. We can clearly see there is no need to write that, but if we have to write it explicitly in this form, it's better to write it this way, so we'll understand it more clearly. So now value of a is 2 here, value of b is minus 1, value of c is 0. So we write that value of a is 2, value of b is minus 1, and value of c is 0. Let's look at example number 2, which is given on page 68. तो यहाँ पर equation है, there are 4 questions जो कि हमें दिए हैं, and then how we need to represent that? We need to represent each of these equations as a linear equations in 2 variables. ये बहुत easy है. Basically these are the linear equations in 1 variable. What we are saying, like in ax plus by plus c form, that for example this equation, we need to have another variable and we are naming that as x and y over here. So we can say, since y is missing, we can say the value which is multiplied by that variable y is 0. So in that case, anyway, 0 multiplies by y equals to 0. So let's look at this. What do I mean? You'll understand that in a better way. तो हम लोग try करते हैं equation and then we'll go one by one. So let's look at the first one. X equals to minus 5. How we can write that as? We can write that as x plus 5 equals to 0. Now, do you see there is any y variable over here in this equation? Actually, there isn't. But if we have to write that, how we can do that? We can write that multiplying that by 0. So how we can do that? Let's see. X plus 0 y plus 5 equals to 0. So if you see this equation, it's just writing there to have variable, second variable over here, Other than that, if you see 0 multiplied by y, this term will also result into 0, and ultimately it will become x plus y equals to 0, which is anywhere here. So if we have to write that there should be a second variable in this equation which is not present over there, we just write that as 0 multiplied by that variable, and then we can get this in the same form, ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So let's look at other 3 examples and we'll understand. Y equals to 2. It implies we can write that as y minus 2 equals to 0, which ultimately means, so do we have any x variable here in this equation? Actually no, but since we need to write it, we can have that and multiply that by 0. So 0x plus y and minus 2 equals to 0. So this will be the second equation. If we look at the third one, similar one, 2x, if we bring 3 over here on the other side of the equal to 0. Now if we see, we have just brought 3 over this side of the equation, so it is 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Again, we do not have y, but since we have to write it now in that term, so it is 2x plus 0 y minus 3 equals to 0. We look at the fourth question. Phi y, we bring 2 over the left hand side, it will be negative 2 equals to 0. Again, we do not see any x over here, but इसमें हमें लिखना है, तो क्या करेंगे? 0x plus 5y minus 2 equals to 0. Let's look at exercise 4.1, which is given on page 68, and this is for linear equations in 2 variables. So we'll be looking at question number 1. So the question is, the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equation in 2 variables to represent this statement. So it says cost of a notebook is twice the cost of the pen. Now let's do one thing. Let's say it says there are 2 things. One is cost of a notebook and then it is cost of a pen. So again, word problem, we have to translate that into a mathematical equation. So let's say cost of a notebook is x rupees. So let's give this cost name of this variable as x. So that is the first thing which we are starting. Then we say cost of the pen, and let's just say that it is y rupees. So basically what we are doing is we are writing the words which are given in the word problem into the mathematical terms. Cost of the notebook, x rupees. Cost of the pen, we say cost is y. Now we know first of all that what are the variables. We have that in place. Now let's look at this word problem again. It says cost of the notebook is twice the cost of a pen. So which implies, what is the cost of notebook? It's x. So what is the cost of notebook? It is twice the cost of pen. What is the cost of pen? Y. Twice the cost of pen will be y, and this equals to cost of the notebook. So this will be the solution. You can also write this as x minus 2y. When y will come over the left hand side of the equation, we will be having negative, equals to 0. So the same equation can also be written in this way. So let's look at question number 2 of exercise 4.1, which is given on page 68. Now this has basically 8 sub questions, so we'll try to solve that one by one. So we'll take first 2 questions and then we'll move on to another one. So the first equation is 2x plus 3y equal to 9.3y. So this question number 2, it says these are the equations which are given. We have to write that in the form ax plus by plus c equals to 0, which is the linear equations in the two variables, and then we have to identify what is a, b and c. So first equation, 2x plus 3y equals to 9.35, which is having bar on top of it. So how we can write that? We can write that as 2x plus 3y minus 9.35 bar equals to 0. So this 9.35 will come to the left hand side of the equation, so it will come with a negative sign. So here if we see, a equals to 2, b equals to 3 and c equals to minus 9.35 and bar over 5. So this will be the answer for question number 1. We'll look at question number 2, which is x minus y by 5 minus 10 equals to 0. So if you see, it is already in the form of ax plus by plus c. We just need to identify a, b and c for this one. So if you look at a equals to, here it is 1. If you look at b, so what this actually translates into, if you want, you can write that in another form so that you can understand it in a better way. तो कैसे लिखेंगे? x minus 1 by 5 into y minus 10 equals to 0. So this is the same equation. We have just put 1 by 5 multiplied by y instead of y by 5. So here a equals to 1, b equals to minus 1 by 5 and c equals to minus 10. So these are the two answers. So we are working on question number 2 in exercise 4.1. So let's look at the sub questions in question number 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again, we need to put that in format of ax plus by plus c equals to 0 and identify values of a, b and c. So question number 3, we can write this as minus 2x plus 3y, and if we have to bring 3 on the left hand side, it will come with minus sign, so minus 6 equals to 0. Here again, if you look at a, it's minus 2, b is plus 3 and c is minus 6. So a is minus 2, b is plus 3 and c equals to minus 6 here. We look at the fourth question, x equals to 3y. If we want to put that in our ax plus by plus c form, we say x minus 3y equals to 0. Still we do not have the constant yet. So just for simplicity's sake, we can write that as x minus 3y, and since we know that adding 0 won't make any difference on left side and right hand side, so we just say plus 0 equals to 0. So here if we understand, a equal to 1, b equals to minus 3 and c equals to 0 for the fourth question. So this will be the answer. This brings us to the fifth question, which is 2x equals to minus 5y. Again, we have to write that in ax plus by. So 2x, if we bring this minus 5y on left hand side, it will come with plus 5 equals to 0, and if you want to add 0 as what we have done in the fourth sum, we can write this as 2x plus 5y plus 0 equals to 0. Now here if we say a is 2, b equals to 5 and c equals to 0. This is the answer. Let's look at the sub questions 6th, 7th and 8th in question number 2 of exercise 4.1. So again, equation 3x plus 2, we can write that as 3x plus 0y plus 2 equals to 0. Since we do not have y in this equation, we can write that as 0 into y. Here if we see, a is 3, b equals to 0 and c equals to 2. This is the answer. Let's look at the seventh one, y minus 2. Again, since we do not have x variable, we can write that as 0 multiplied by x. So 0x plus y minus 2 equals to 0. Again, if you want to find out what is a, b and c, a is 0, b is 1 and c equals to minus 2. This is the answer. Now if you look at the 8th sub question, 5 equals to 2x, we can bring 5 over there and we can write this equation as, or let's bring 2 over here, no problem. So it's 2x plus 5 equals to 0. Again, if we see there is no y, so what we need to do, we can write y and preceding it by 0. So we can write that as minus 2x plus 0 y plus 5 equals to 0. Now if we want to find out a, b and c, we can easily say a equals to minus 2, b equals to 0 and c equals to 5. This completes exercise 4.1.